afternoon, all. On behalf of IoT Academy, we welcome you all for the fifth session of National Level Faculty Refresher Program on Teaching, Learning, and Research in HEIs. Let me introduce the resource person of today's session, Dr. Meenakshi Reddy. Dr. Meenakshi Reddy is currently working as an assistant professor, head of the department, Commerce, Government Adarsh College, Harda, Madhya Pradesh. Her qualifications include MCom, MBA, PhD in Management, and ARPIT courses in Research Methodology and Management. She has 13 years of teaching experience. She has organized and also served as a resource person for various webinars and faculty development programs at national and international levels. Dr. Meenakshi has published various research papers in national and international journals and has also got Best Paper Presentation Award in a national seminar at Barkatullah University. She is also the member of state-level technical team e-content development and departmental LMS. We welcome you, ma'am. And with this, we hand over the session to Dr. Meenakshi Reddy. Ma'am, please.
Thank you so much, madam, for inviting me to this 10 days virtual refresher program for faculties. Thanks for your wonderful introduction you gave. Ma'am, I will be presenting my screen. Kindly let me know if that is visible.
Yes, ma'am. Sure, ma'am.
Ma'am, is my screen visible to all?
Yes, ma'am. The slides are visible, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you so much, ma'am. We welcome you all for this 10 days national level virtual faculty refresher program, which is organized by IoT Academy. And I must congratulate IoT Academy for organizing such wonderful series of programs for the development of faculties as such. And for today's session, I, Dr. Meenakshi Rathi, will be taking a session on online resources and tools for the development of e-content. As I must tell you, as madam has told, that I am into the state level e-content development team of Madhya Pradesh. So we have been into the different, the nitty-gritties of how we can develop the e-content and what are the different online resources available for the development of e-content. So today's session is all about that thing only. So let us move to our today's session. What exactly is the e-content? We'll be looking at the things. So basically, if I talk about the e-content, it is a systematic, the development process is a systematic process of preparing the digital content in the pedagogical framework, which consists of, you can add images, you can have text, you can have images, then you can have graphics, you have to include animations, you have to prepare the video, then charts could be included, and other multimedia elements could be the part of that e-content development. If I talk about the growth of education, the evolution of education in India. So earlier we used to have this blackboard or slate. Then came the green boards. Then we used to work on screens or projectors earlier. Then we had computers, tablets, or laptops. And these days we are even working on ARs and VRs. So that ways the developmental process is being evolving, and we are the part of this transformation. If I talk about the quadrants which are there in the content development, the first quadrant is about the e-text. E-text is nothing but the textual part, the textual part of your content that you are developing. Whatever written matter you are preparing for your students, that is the e-text or the textual content. The second is the e-tutorial. E-tutorial includes your video lecture. Whatever videos you are preparing for your students along with the written matter, the second quadrant is your e-tutorial. The next quadrant is self-assessment. After preparing your e-text, after preparing a video, you wanted to assess your students. You wanted to assess your students in terms of we wanted to assess your students in terms of whether they got your content rightly or not. So that ways you wanted to give them some questions for their self-assessment. So that is the next quadrant. And the last one is the web resources. That means after preparing your e-text, after giving them lecture, after giving them, the assessment questions also, you want your students to read some other links also. You want your students to get themselves equipped with the other content also, apart from your content. So that is the link for the further readings, the other web resources that you wanted to offer it to your students. So that is the link for the other or the further readings. So that is the web resources. So this is all about the four quadrant approach which we uses in our e-content development process. So this is how the four quadrant look like as per UGC, as per Swayam. We have all these four quadrants. Then, if I talk about the phases of the e-content development, the first phase is the analysis. You have to analyze your content. You have to analyze your skills as well. You have to analyze the overall matter which is there with you, your team, and everything has to be analyzed first. Are you ready with the things? Then you have to design a blueprint of your e-content that you will be preparing. So you have to design the things, and then you have to develop. The development stage is basically quite it's a complex stage, I must say, but yes, that is the most crucial stage. And after that, the next is testing. You have to test your content as per the needs and the requirements of your students, of the designs which you have created. And the last is the implementation, on which platform, whether Moodle you are using, whether you have your own LMS, whether you are preparing that e-content for Swayam. So that ways the implementation part comes, and the last is the evaluation or the validation of your e-content. There has to have some body, there has to have some team for evaluating your content. So that ways these are the 6 steps or the phases for the e-content development. During the developmental process, we have faced certain challenges. The first challenge was related to development. So we had some developmental challenges, like as in we were doing those development of e-content at the time of COVID and post COVID. That ways we were very much into the dilemma whether we have to go to studios or we self has to prepare the content. So that ways developmental challenges are there. Apart from that, effective content is again one of those challenges which we all faces. That means you need to either develop your own content, so that has to be plagiarism free, or else you can take the content, but you need to give the author a due credit, or else you can get the content from open educational resources. So that ways effective content is one of the challenges. Then next is the effective delivery. Then coordination and the evaluation is one of the challenges. Then infrastructural challenges, at times you don't have that proper infrastructure to prepare the content. And the last is the knowledge challenge. So that ways we have faced these major challenges. But if I talk about the rest of the challenges, they were not very much complex, they were not very much challenging. But as compared to these, the challenges, the developmental challenges and the effective content is one of the the challenges which were very crucial, and we have faced a lot of difficulties while going through these issues. So if I talk about the developmental challenges, we had a certain we have prepared certain strategies how to cater the requirement of these developmental challenges. So we sought out few tools, and that's what I just wanted to share it with you all. The tools for the content development, it can be freeware, it can be open source, or it can be proprietary. I just wanted my the audience who are there. Can anybody tell me what exactly is a freeware, what is a open source, and what is proprietary? Can you tell me? I'll just browse the yes, the chat box. Anybody in the chat box, if you would like to add what is a freeware and what is an open source software, what is exactly is a proprietary software? because in that case it will be easy for us to to get the knowledge on the concept. Anybody would like to, or maybe I will then anybody from the audience, if you would like to, because if we will be interacting it, in that case it will be easy for us to understand and we'll enjoy the session. So I think we shall not wait for the audience, because I should go. I have a due allotted time and I'll have to complete the content within that due time. So that ways, if I talk about freeware, freeware is a program that we can use without paying it for. Then you will ask, then exactly all those things happened in an open source software also. But respected all, I must say, freeware is quite different from an open source software. Open source is also free, but a freeware, the difference between open source and freeware is, the basic difference is, in the freeware you can use the program free of cost, but the source code may not be available with the user. So that is one of the lackings which is there. And if I talk about the open source software, the source code of the open source software is publicly available. So this is the difference here. The source code is not available, so you cannot make any changes in the the settings and all those things. But here, the open source, in the open source softwares, the so source code is available. If I talk about OBS, OBS is an open source software. Similarly, OpenShot is an open source software. So that ways we had many softwares which are open source and you can use them free of cost, and you can modify them, you can reuse them. So that is the difference. And apart from that, the next is the proprietary software. Proprietary software, as the name itself, is a paid software. You have to pay some amount, after paying certain amount, you can use that software. So that ways, at times these days, we are we are having certain softwares, those who are free to certain extent, and after if you wanted to use their advanced features, you have to pay certain things. So that may be premium softwares, so that may be the premium version of that same software. So that ways we had a list of the tools which are available with all of us. Then, if I talk about the web resources or the multimedia inputs, I must say the multimedia inputs are the combinations of text, images, and you can use all these things in your e-content. You have to use images to make your e-contents more impressive. Text definitely has to be there for the better understanding of your subject. Then you can have graphics or graphs. You can have animations, you can use audios, videos, etc. Via, if you're using all these things via electronic means, they are the web resources. So we can use audios, we can have videos, then we can have animations, we can have text or icons, then we can have include mind maps, then we can have images or graphics. So with the combination of all these things, you have to incorporate every such element of multimedia, and you have to make your e-contents more impressive. Then if I talk about the tools for recording the screen, you have many tools available these days for recording your screen. I must tell you, the softwares which are actually free of cost, you don't have to pay anything. So the first is the OBS Studio. Then the second is Google Slide. Via Google Slide also you can record your screen. You can record your screen using MS PowerPoint. Then you can have a recording via Cam Studio. Cam Studio is again one of the softwares app. Then Camtasia Studio. Then you have Loom. Loom is one of those very handy. It is one of the Google Chrome extensions which is available with us, and we can prepare wonderful videos, short videos. If you wanted to prepare, if you want to prepare videos within 5 minutes, go for Loom, Camtasia, or Cam Studio. These are the wonderful softwares for those things. And if you wanted to prepare some videos related to, suppose, maybe half an hour or more than that, so in that case OBS is the best option. Even the Microsoft PowerPoint, via Microsoft MS PowerPoint, we can record our screens and we can prepare wonderful videos. Then if I talk about, once you've prepared the video, suppose you are done with your screen recording, you've prepared the video, the next the next challenge is, there may be certain editing required in your recorded video. So that ways, it can be an audio part, it can be a video part, but the editing of that audio or the video can be done using these tools. The first is Audacity. Audacity is a audio editing tool. Even wavepad is one of the audio editing tool. It is open source software. Then VSDC is a video editing tool, and it is again a wonderful tool wherein you can edit your any edit any video, and you can even show your content. Even you can trim your videos, you can have a wonderful effects to our video using VSDC. Then you can have OpenShot is again an open source software, as I told you earlier also. Final Cut Pro is a proprietary software, as we were discussing. Filmora Go is, to certain extent, it is free. If you wanted to have the advanced feature of this Filmora Go, in that case you have to have the premium version. So that ways, if you wanted to use Filmora Go, the basic version is more than sufficient to use. So that ways you can have all these tools. Then as I said, you have to include animations also into your content. For adding the animation, you can use Powtoon, you can have Platagon, you can have Flash, you can have Animaker, then OpenToons, Blender, Art of Illusion. These are certain tools, these are certain tools wherein you can create your own animations. So Powtoon is the best tool. Plotagon, even you can download the Plotagon and you can create the a story kind of thing on your own Platagon, and you can animate it, you can prepare video, and you can include that video into your e-content. Then Animaker is also a very good tool. Flash, I must tell you, Flash, then OpenToons, Blender, these are the open source software. Then Art of Illusion is again a very good software wherein you can create your own animations. So these are the basic animation tools. I must tell you, respected all, I will be telling you only those softwares which are almost free. You don't have to pay anything, and apart from that, they're very handy. They're not very complicated. You don't require any specific IT skills to access these tools, because I'm also from commerce background, I'm not from IT background, but still I'm using all these tools, and using all these tools wonderfully for creating our contents. So that ways you can, if I can, so you also definitely can create those animations as well. Then if I talk about the sources of image, because images, as there goes a saying like, a picture speaks more than 1,000 words. So that ways, if you incorporate pictures into your contents, you enrich them. So you can take images from Why Not Pics. You can get images from Google Search Advanced search. You can get your CC license images. Then you can have Pixabay, you can have Wikimedia Commons for getting the images. Then you can have Shutterstock, Unsplash, Pixels.com, then Flickrs. These are different online web resources from where you can get wonderful pictures, and that too free of cost. Plus you don't have to they are CC license images, and they are under either under the open source, and you even at times you don't need to give them credit even. So that ways, if certain images you are taking for that, if you wanted to give some credit, you have to. So in that case, please mention that credit, and then you can take those pictures. So that ways, these are the different sources from where you can get wonderful images, and you can enrich your overall content. Then you can have icons, and icons are they are available on your Microsoft, your Windows jo version of PowerPoint na. All these icons are available there. You just have to download these things, and they are freely available into your system. So that is, these icons are available there. And apart from that, for the e-text or for tutorials, what you have to do is, if you wanted to prepare certain e-text, that means you want the content which is plagiarism free. So that ways you can use open educational resources, OERs. Then you can have National Digital NDL, National Digital Library. Swayam is a very good platform from where you can get the text, ready-made text prepared. Then Swayam Prabha is there, EPG Pathshala is there, CEC, that is the Consortium of Educational Communication, is there. Then NCRT, NIOS, and IGNU. All these, all these institution provides you e-text, which is the written matter, and at times you need to give them only the credit. So that ways you can easily use their material by giving them due credit. So that you can have. Then sources for study material, if you wanted to offer your students the link for further readings and all those things, no. So for that you can opt for NPTEL. You can give them links for eGyan Kosh or EPG Pathshala, give them links for Directory of Open Access Journals. Then Project Gutenberg is one of the repository of free ebooks. More than 60,000 free ebooks are available. So please do go through the Project Gutenberg, which is available. Then open access thesis or dissertations. Then Science Direct open access content, Shodh Ganga, Directory of Open Access books. Then PDF drive. At times, if I wanted to find certain textbooks or find certain novels even, I personally prefer this pdfdrive.com. Just go to pdfdrive.com, type your content there. You will get all books and you can download them free of cost. Then social networking or academia.edu is one of the sources from where you can get this study material for your web resources. Then came certain mind maps you can include in your content. If I talk about mind maps are basically the graphical way of representing your own ideas, your own concept. If suppose you wanted to give certain ready-made content to your student as per, and you have to customize it as per your requirement, in that case you can prepare mind maps and you can share it with your students. So that these are the examples of mind maps which I'm showing. If you are from a Hindi language teacher, and if you wanted to show these punctuation marks, the viram chinna, to your students, so that ways prepare this kind of mind map and share it with your students. Include those mind maps in your e-content. Then these are the causes of depreciation, again a mind map on depreciation. So that ways you can include all these mind maps. Then these are the mind mapping tools, because I am not going to explain all these tools, how you can access, but yes, I am a big fan of these mind mapping tools, and I always use mind mapping tools for giving my presentations, even for preparing, customizing my own contents. And at times if you wanted to share certain content with your students, mind mapping is the best option. So that ways for the e-content development you can use all these softwares. And all these softwares, Xmind and Coggle are I must say the very good softwares wherein you can create wonderful mind maps. So that ways I'm very sorry to all the participants. You have to explore all these tools on your own. I can only, because I've been given only 1 hour to give you the what all resources are available. So that ways I'm just giving you clues. I'm just giving you the list of all these softwares, and you have to explore it on your own. And that ways, if suppose I'll start explaining you exactly what is mind map and all, Xmind, and how this software works, so in that case it will take around 2.5 to 3 hours just to explain this one software. So that ways you have to explore it on your own. But yes, once you got the things, you will be definitely doing it on your own. So open source for graphic designing, for creating graphics, Canva is is a wonderful tool. We prepare brochures, flyers, all our invitation cards for our college by using Canva. So Canva is a very good tool. Then second is Krita. Krita is again an open source software for creating own graphics. Design Wizard is there. Blender is again one of the graphic designing tools which is open source. It comes under the open sources. Then Drawpad is there. GIMP is an open source software. Then MyPaint, Inkscape is again an open source software. So that ways you have a wonderful list of all these free resources which are available to you for design your own graphics. So you can prepare infographics, you can prepare your flyers, brochures, you can prepare your own content for the students. You can customize your content for the students. And if time will permit, I will definitely show you how we can go in for preparing the how we can do hands-on on Canva and all these softwares. Then we can have from where we can get PPT. MS PowerPoint is there, then Google Slides are there, then Canva and Prezi is one of the those tools wherein you can create your own PPT. Slides.carnival is there, and then Slides Go is there. All these are the tools from where you can get your PPT templates. You can get best templates from there. Apart from that, in the PPT it is advisable to use audio. Then you can add videos, you have to add images, then graphics, then textual content has to be there, then infographics has to be there. GIFs could be added. I have added few GIFs over here also in this presentation. You may find certain GIFs which are available. Then you can include animations, you can include icons, you can have shapes, you can have mind maps. As I already said, you can include certain timelines. You have to include glossary also to make your PPTs, to make your e-content more effective and more enriching. Then because as madam said, I have to give you certain tools for for engaging your students, for giving them online, for the online teaching purpose. You can use all these tools. One tool is No Hands Up, the other is Padlet, then next is Mentimeter, then we have Peer Deck, we can have WooClap, we can have Slido. So all these tools are there with which you can take online classes, that too very effectively. You can have a quick feedback from your students. You can have quick set of quizzes for your students. You can get their responses done in Slido, WooClap, Padlet. All these are the tools which are available for interacting or engaging your students in the class. Then for the presentation, as I already told you, you can have Microsoft PowerPoint, you can have Google Slides, you can have Satori, Poplet, Bytable, Visme is there. Canva is one of the best tools which I personally use. Apart from that, you can have Prezi also. Prezi is also a very good tool for preparing your presentation. Then for the assessment, if you wanted to assess your students in the class, because we are into the transformed educational mode, so we are taking classes via online mode, we are taking classes via blended mode, we are even flipping our classes for have a better teaching learning post COVID. So that ways, for assessing our students, you can have Microsoft Forms, you can have Google Forms, you can have Testmos, you can have Padlet, Mentimeter, then we can have Kahoot, then quizzes is one of those options, then Formative is there, Hot Potatoes, Poll Everywhere. So that ways, so many assessment tools are available with the teachers these days, with which you can assess the students and give them as per the at these days, after NEP, after the national education policy, we are supposed to cater the requirement of each and every type of learner. So that ways we have slow learners in our classes, we have advanced learners in our classes, and even we have mediocre set of learners in our classes. So to cater the requirement of each and every type of learner, you can use different forms of assessment tools. So this is how you can assess the learners based on their learning space. For the advanced learner, you can give them certain other set of assessment mode of assessment, and for the slow learners, you can have different form of assessment. Then for recording, as I've already told you, you can have OBS, you can have OpenShot, you can have Google Slides, you can have Active Presenter, you can use Loom. Screencast-O-Matic is there, Screencastify, FreeCam. All these are the video recording or editing tools which are available. Then conferencing, everybody knows we have many conferencing tools available. Then we also have Google, a bundle of apps which are available via Google. uh, they provide us the platform wherein we can create, collaborate with each other. We can create our document. If you wanted to create a curriculum, if you wanted to create timetable or syllabus, so docs can be used. If you wanted to prepare a presentation, Google Slides could be used. If we wanted to analyze some certain data, or if we wanted to have certain budgetary information, then Sheets could be used. If we wanted to go for certain feedbacks, then Google Forms could be used. If we want to translate some, suppose certain work which is already available in some language, and if you wanted to translate it to the other language, then Google Translate is there. Then in order to organize ourselves better, we can use calendar. Google Calendar is there. And in order to have, to make a virtual classroom environment with the students, in order to provide them virtual classroom environment, we can use Google Classrooms. Then this drive is there, which is 15 GB free space available. Google is availing to all of us. So that ways we have Google Apps for Education also. And as I told you, we have different set of students with us. So to cater the requirement of the students who are fast learners or advanced learners, so we can have these higher order thinking skills, the activities related to higher order thinking skills. We can ask our students to create certain blogs. We can ask them to create certain animations. Then we can collaborate with our students, or they also can collaborate with some or the other institutions for their development. Then we can ask them to prepare certain videos, then ask them to prepare for certain apps. Filmmaking could be done, podcasting could be done, then wiki creation or the website creation could be one thing. So that ways, to cater the requirement of students these days, we have so many things. Okay, online, everything is almost available online. You have to, you ask your students to create blogs on a regular basis. Give them certain topics for animations. Give them certain, ask them to collaborate with certain organizations. You can ask your students to go for video making. You can ask your students to create an app for your institution. Or filmmaking could be a wonderful idea for enhancing the skills of your students. Then podcasting and wiki creation these days are very common. So that ways, to cater the requirement, you have all these things. Then insertion of multimedia in MS PowerPoint. You can insert shapes, you can insert icons, you can insert models, you can have smart arts, you can have charts, add-ins, videos, audios, and ink equations. How? I just wanted to go in certain, which I have to do certain hands-on uh, things if I wanted to insert all these things, and if I have to show it to you all. If you are preparing certain PPT of your own, and if you want to insert certain shapes, what you have to do is you have to go to insert options. Then you can insert table, you can insert pictures, this device. Okay, and what you have to do is you have to go to shapes, and if you want, you can prepare any shape. Okay, and if suppose I don't want the shape of the color, I want the shape of the color to be like this, or maybe if I want it to be like this, or any other color. Suppose if I want the color to be like this. Okay, what I have done is I have selected a shape and I have filled in the color. and I'll go to outline. I'll go for no outline. And what I'll do is, if I'm, I have started writing something over here, and I've started preparing something here. Let me show it to you all. I wrote something, randomly here. And later I realized I don't want this shape. I want certain shape, like some other shape. Okay. Again go to the shape format. I'll go to change shape, and I can change the shape like this, or I can, again, I'll go to edit shape. I can change the shape to like this. Okay, are you able to see? I have changed the, I did not, do the things. It is all, it is automatically changing. I had made no efforts. I just asked this, I have just inserted the things. Then I can change the shape to like this. So that ways, as per the requirement, you can insert shapes. Okay, so this was all about how you can insert shapes. The second is insertion of icons. If I wanted to insert certain icons, what you do is, again, go to insert, go to icons, and you have to select, the icons are loading actually. You have to select the icons which is suiting as per your requirement. Suppose I want an icon like this, and I want an icon like this, and you can even select multiple icons at one go. I want an icon like this. Suppose I have inserted 3 icons. It will be inserted here. You can see I have inserted this, I've inserted this, and this. Then I can change the color to this. I can change the icon color to any color which I like. And again, I have changed it to this. And as per my requirement, I can, even, because they are the images, icons can be, enhanced to any shape you like. So that ways I can insert icons also. Again, next comes to models, how I can insert models. I'll have to go to 3D models, this device, and sorry, I'll have to go to 3D models, and it will ask me what you basically wanted to insert. So if animated model, animated animals, animations from educational, suppose educational, I'll click. Then if I wanted to show certain animations uh, related to, suppose, heart. Okay, I'll insert this heart a model here. It will be inserted soon, don't worry, because yes, we'll get, you can see a heart pumping. You can have this view, you can have this view, you can have this view. As per, as per your requirement, you can include the models also. Let me delete this and add some other model. Suppose if I wanted to insert some emojis, so what I'll do is, I'll go for this model, and I can, uh, it will be moving. I can add animations to this swinging animation. You can see it is moving now. I can add this jump animation. I can add, it is turnable, it will turn. So that ways, as per your requirement, you can add models, you can add animations to them, that ways. So I'll again delete. The next comes is how you can add smart art. So that ways, I'll show you how you can add smart art. Then next is charts. Even you can add smart art from here. Then you can add charts. You can have add-ins also. Add-ins are something, you just need to add to your Google Chrome, and then you can use them. Even to your Microsoft PPT, you have to add certain add-ins. So let me go to my add-ins. I have already added Pixton and Powtoon. So let me take you to Pixton. These are the Pixton characters. They'll come. I'll go to get started. I'll choose some design as per, my requirement. I have taken this picture. I have taken the hair color also. I've taken the hair, accessories also. Then I have changed the uh, I have changed the outfit also. Then I have had the pose. Now I will insert the same pose into my PPT. Let me, it will come soon because it is based on your internet connectivity. I'll again just start with the things. Okay, it will happen. Don't worry. It will come because I've already added some, this Pixtoon in my presentations. Then I'll come to the videos from, you can insert again. You can go to insert and you can add videos from to your to your content via this. Insert video is one of those options. You can have online video from this device. If you want to insert, you can insert and add videos to your content. Apart from that, audios, if you wanted to add, go to this. You can add audio on my PC, record audio. You can add audios to your content. Then I don't know, something has happened. I'll again come back to my things. You can have add-ins also. You can add proper animations here itself. Then ink equation is again one of those very important thing which is available for the teachers or for the professors of mathematics, chemistry, physics, accounts, those who wanted to insert equations. What you do is again go to insert and equation is there. You can insert all these equations as per your requirement. You can exactly insert the things. Apart from that, if you find any equation that you have to customize, you have to write it on your own, then ink equation is one of those options. Then what you do is, suppose I wanted to do like this, okay? 2 O A. So this is how you can insert the things, and you can, let me increase the size. Let me change the color also. It will be visible for you. So that's how we can insert the equations. You can change the equations as per your requirement. Then next is the sample for converting text into smart art. If you have all these things, suppose certain list of activities are there with you, and if you want to convert them into smart art, you just have to select, go to smart art, and you can very well convert them into smart art. You can convert it like this. It's converted this way. You can change the the color also. You can change the documentation style that you have to, you want. You can change it to any other formats. Even if suppose you want it like this, you can change it like this, or else you can have it like this. Plus, you can change the colors. As I said, you can change the color like this. The change color option could be changed this way also. Again, if you thought of this is not apt, you can go to more more layouts. Go to more layouts, And in this go to more layouts, you have so many, list. And if you want to list down, this is one option. Just select this. The things are, you don't have to do anything. The things will be converted as per your requirement. And you can change the, you know this way to have better visibility and bold them. So this is how a simple text can be converted into wonderful smart art by using the smart art. So that ways we can have the conversion things also. And apart from that, what you have to do is you have text with you. If you have written your text, what you do is add those text into images, and images along with images, audios could be added, then videos could be added, graphics could be added, then animations could be added, mind maps could be added to your content, and the e-content with all four quadrant. If you have all the four quadrants, put those four quadrant into your e-text, then into your video tutorials, into your learn more files, into your assessment files. And I must say you will be ready after pouring your all four quadrant into your different e-contents, all your text, images, everything into your four quadrants. Your quadrants are ready for e-content development process. And this is how the roadmap of e-content looks like. You have to prepare the e-text first, then the video tutorials, then assessment, and the learn more file has to be created. And as I told you, different multimedia tools has to be included. You have to include roadmaps, timelines, smart art, shapes, graphs, charts, images, audios, videos, even the voiceovers could be added, animations, podcast, everything has to be added. And to summarize, we have done with the introduction of e-content, we have done with the quadrants involved, we have done with the sources of multimedia inputs, uses of multimedia inputs, how we can include HOTS into our e-content, and what is the roadmap of our e-content development process, how we can use these e-content these online resources for the development of e-content. So I will conclude my session with this quote that start now, start where you are, start with little, start with fear, start with doubt, start and don't stop, start with just what you have. You just need to all respect it all. And if time will permit, I can give you certain other hands-on, if madam will permit, and if you allow, or if you wanted to learn further, I can give you certain hands-on experiences on whatever tool you want. I can give you. So thank you so much. Madam, over to you.
The session is open for discussion now. You can unmute and interact with the resource person, or you can post your questions in the chat box. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you all.
We can discuss on how we can add how we can record our videos using even the Microsoft PowerPoint or OBS Studio. I can explain how we can record our videos using OBS, how we can edit our videos using BSDC. That could also be there. So whatever you like, feel like, I can share further. Madam, if you allow, we have further 10 minutes, no? Lakshmi ma'am, can we take a 10-minute session on BSDC?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So I will again share my screen, and then I'll show you how VSDC works. Just give me 10 minutes so that it will be.
No issues, ma'am. You can take your time, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you so much, ma'am. So we were discussing about VSDC. Let me. The VSDC is one of the video editing software. I have posted it in the chat box even. and we can edit our videos using VSDC. How we will learn here. So, ma'am, is my computer screen visible?
Yes, ma'am, it is visible, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. So I'm opening my VSDC, which is a free video editor tool. It's opening. It will take hardly 10-15 seconds only. Yes. Uh, can you see the screen of video editing software which is there, VSDC?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So respected all, this is one of the softwares which is there with us. So what you have to do is there are different, I'll just show you the different options available in this VSDC window. You have blank project, you have create slideshow, you have import content, you have video capture, screen capture. All these things are available with you all. You have different things like project. If you'll open project, you can have new project, open project templates available. Then you have a editor window also wherein you can edit your videos. Let me very quickly take you to a tour of this VSDC. If I'll click again, I'll click. Okay, if I'll click on this blank project, because you have to start from the scratch. No, if I'll click on this blank project, it will take me to a window will pop up. You here in the project title, you have to add the name of your project. Suppose I'll write down commerce unit 1. If I'm preparing a video, I'm preparing an e-content on commerce 1, suppose, and the author is Meenakshi. I'll write my full name, Dr. Meenakshi Rathi. This is for the copyright. If you wanted to have your own copyright, then you can click to finish option. If I click on finish, this editing screen is available with me. Here in this screen, what I can do is I can add my videos. I can add, आप देखेंगे यहाँ पे is here. You can see add image option is there, add sound is there, add video is there. Whatever you want, you can add the things. Suppose if I'll go for adding a video, I'll just go to add video. There are certain videos available. I'll go to my desktop and go to I'll go to this, this video. I have opened this video. Now it will ask me from which position he wants to. So I just mentioned it from cursor position, and I'll click on OK. So you can see if I'll click on play pause button, I'll play the video. It is coming like this. Okay. Are you able to see? Are you able to see the screen? It is the video is moving. No.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
this is, yes. So this is there. I'll just again, yes. What I'll do is I have added a video over here. Now I'll have to add one audio also. I wanted to supplement this video with one of my audios, which is I just wanted to customize it as per my requirement. So I'll add sounds to it. I'll again go to the sounds which are available in my system. I'll go to this. Then it will again start from which position. I'll go to cursor. Okay. Yes, this way. Now, if I wanted to again show it to you all, it will be like this. Ma'am, one thing I just wanted to ask whether the audio was also clear.
Ma'am, we were able to see the video only, ma'am.
The audio is not there.
No, no, ma'am.
The sound which is coming, is it coming? No.
No, ma'am.
Okay. Let's see. Other participants are not also not getting any sound from my system.
No, ma'am, we are not able to hear, ma'am. Again.
Okay. Let me. Because I'm getting sound from my side.
We are not able to hear.
Okay, okay, okay. Fine. There might be certain issues. So what I'll do is I'll just I've added sound also. Don't worry. And then I'll show you how we can add images also. Just go to add image, and we can add certain. Suppose I have added this logo also. Then it will again ask me from where you have to add the logo. I'll ask this. I can edit this logo. I can keep this logo anywhere as per my requirement. And so I have added one video logo also. Can you see the video along with the logo now?
Yes.
So this is how you can add because I can hear the sound also, so it is coming very good. I'll show you the output. How this probably. So this way you can add videos, and you can create, if I wanted to add further one more video to it, what I'll do is I'll, go to this video, and I'll have to, shorten this video. So what I'll do is I'll go to this video setting, and I'll go here on the editor, and on the editor I'll find uh, this cutting and splitting option available. So if I go to trim start or trim end, I can, split the things. Even by using this splitting tool, I can also split the content. So I'll go to this splitting tool. So this video is splitted now. You can see this video is different and this video is different. I'll delete this video and I'll add one more video. I'll go to add video, and I suppose add this one. So it will again ask me from which position you have to. I'll go to cursor and this. So now what I have done is I have added this video to the other one. So that ways, if you will view this entire video now this video will change to this. So this is how editing could be done by using VSDC. And similarly, we have many other, apps or the softwares which I have showed it to you all, from where we can do the editing of our videos. We can prepare, wonderfully content by using these tools. So I think that's all from my side. If any queries there with any of the participants, we are there to resort all those queries. Thank you.
The session is open for discussion. You can unmute and interact with the resource person, or you can post the questions in the chat box.
Anu, madam, I'll confirm because earlier I was trying. It was the audio was visible, audio was audible, and it was coming to me. But I'll maybe next time I'll try that audio will be probably there are at times there are certain settings on the part of host that they don't allow the system audio to so that way certain setting was there, certain setting has to be changed. So thank you all. Mr. Sonawale has raised the hand. Sonawale sir or madam has their hand raised. I don't know.
Dear participants, any queries? Dear participants, do you have any queries? You can post it in the chat box also.
Ma'am, they can give their queries to you, and later on it could be sent to me, and definitely I'll be there to resolve all. So that ways, if in case anybody is having any query, so we are there to resolve. Yes.
Yes. Shall we wind up now?
Yeah, definitely, ma'am. As with your permission, we can. And thanks to all the participants for your wonderful responses in the chat box. And I think we have to be more interactive because we expect our students, to be interactive in the classes. So that ways, we ourselves also has to be, interactive enough. So thank you, IoT Academy, for giving me this platform to share the little knowledge which I had about the online resources. And thanks to all the participants for joining. Thank you, ma'am.
On behalf of IoT Academy, we thank Dr. Meenakshi Reddy for the informative, enlightening, and enriching session. And we thank you once again for the amazing and excellent presentation, ma'am. And we thank you for enhancing our knowledge with the commendable presentation, ma'am. We thank you very much for your efforts. I thank all the participants for joining the session today. Kindly submit the feedback form using the link that will be posted in the chat box. Thank you all. Have a great day. Thank you very much, ma'am. It was an amazing session, and we thank you very much for your efforts, ma'am. Dear participants who have posted the link again, please access it. You will be able to access it.